Love this agenda idea just to help with some classroom management expectations. So you can see right here, I have got emojis. These are inspired by Haynes. So thank you. And it just kind of talks about what is expected for when the students enter the classroom. What do they need today? And I love this note down here from Jessica. She was just talking about how at every single grade level, she preaches consistency and procedures with her new teachers. She trains teachers that are getting ready to go into the classroom, and she just talks about like consistency and procedures. And I know with hybrid and COVID last year, a lot of students are out of that routine, and so we need to reteach that consistency and procedures every single day. And I think sometimes, I know I am guilty of this when I taught, is I just assumed kids were going to do the right thing, and that wasn't always the case. And so I just love that she pointed that out. Like, oftentimes we think kids are going to do the right thing, and but they really do need those procedures, and they need to know what is going to happen. They need to know what happens when I walk into this classroom. How am I going to turn in assignments? How do I need to put away maybe my Chromebook? What do I do if I finish an assignment early? They need to know all of these things. And when they don't, there are sometimes behaviors that might be negative, or they might act out in a negative way. Also, they need that repetition every single week. And so, just having that consistency and repetition can really help students understand what maybe next steps they need to do. I think also she talked about having verbal directions, so saying these directions, but then it's also written so that the kids can always see it. Also, she talks about using maybe the materials match. So if I'm using a certain font, I could change this font. I can change the color if the basket's purple or something like that, just to kind of help students see that it's kind of branded and stuff like that. Also, it can help to add a timer. So if you go over to YouTube, and then if you go over to that Gold EDU channel, you could probably find, if I go over here to the search, like a 5-minute timer. As they enter that room, I just need a quick 5-minute timer for my students. So I can go to insert video, insert that timer. Maybe it's 10 minutes if it's a longer exit ticket. But this just allows you to come in and kind of think about, okay, my students come in, I can check in with certain students, I can have them be working while I'm taking attendance, but just start to really think about what are some of those things that I need to do, and what are some of those procedures and consistency that might need to be done. I think sometimes too, we often see teachers, they might use someone else's materials, which is great. And the collaboration is such a great idea, but just think about how can I add consistency into this? So if I need to highlight or color code or change the font of something, I'm able to do that. So again, just having this up can really start to help. And then again, think about those procedures. What is that consistency and procedures that you can have in your classroom?